Hi, Mike Barbanica with Blue Line Property Management. I wanted to talk to you about another law that came into effect this year, and that is the Section 8 or Government Assistance Law. It used to be, and I want to start this out by saying this. I got to say this on every video. I'm not an attorney. I can't provide you legal advice. I have to give that disclaimer. Always contact an attorney for any legal advice. But I will tell you this, the new law that came into effect, you used to be allowed to choose if you wanted a Section 8 or a non-Section 8 tenant. That no longer exists in the state of California. So what does that mean to you? Let's kind of go over this. You used to be able to advertise a property and say no Section 8. You cannot do that anymore. State law. Secondly, you used to be able to determine if they had income coming in and it was from government assistance. As an owner, the thought process was, I don't want to consider that because it's not from employment. You can no longer do that. So how does this affect you on a day-to-day basis? Basically, it's not a huge effect. It's really not. We take every application that comes in, we review it, just like any other application. You either accept or decline for any lawful reason under state, federal, or local guidelines, just like you would any other time. So is this going to have a drastic effect on you? I'm going to be honest with you. I really don't believe that it will. Unfortunately, this law was, I believe, this is just my belief, is going to hurt the very people that they were trying to help by enacting this law. And let me tell you why. If an owner is not going to accept somebody, let's say, that has a certain credit rating or a certain rental history or whatever, for lawful reasons, what we're seeing is these a lot of times folks that are actually on government assistance are going out and blanketly applying and being charged $30, $40 every time they apply. And if they don't get the property for lawful reasons, they've racked up all of these application fees. And I just think, in all honesty, whoever wrote this, I get their intention. I do. I understand their intention, but I think it's backfiring and hurting the very people that they were trying to help and protect. So what does this really boil down to? You have to either accept or decline for lawful reasons, federal, state, local laws. You can't just say, this person's on Section 8, I don't want them. You can't just say they're getting income from the government, and because of that, I don't want them. You have to accept any application coming in that somebody applies to the property and review that as you would any other application. Here's the key. Don't have two standards. Don't have a Section 8 standard and a non-Section 8 standard. Review them all as they're the same application coming in. Use the same criteria to either approve or decline somebody, and you'll be fine. It's when we start having two sets of standards under this law, and I've talked to owners that have said, well, can I do this? My advice is this: one set of standards. If you approve somebody at a credit rating of 640 and a rental history of X, whatever it is, and a job history of X, and a debt to income ratio of X, do it across the board. And that way you're not going to have a problem. So I hope that helps. As always, reach out to me if you have any questions. A very easy way to get me is on email. And again, I say this all the time, but keep in mind, there is only one of me, and I'm out at properties. We manage tons of properties. So I'm doing walkthroughs on properties. I'm meeting with owners. I'm dealing with attorneys. I'm in court testifying, because I not only do all the testimony, generally all the testimony on evictions, I also do expert testimony locally for attorneys in, whether it be real estate or property management. So I am always accessible through our staff. That's the easiest way to get me, and I'll include that phone number in this email. That phone is monitored Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. There's somebody that answers it whenever somebody calls. Unless they're on the line, leave a voicemail, and they'll definitely get right back to you. Hopefully that helps. If you haven't, and we're not attorneys, so Legal advice, got to go to an attorney. We're not CPAs, we're not attorneys. So hopefully this helps, and I will talk with you all very soon. Thanks, and have a great day.